This is another way of looking at the solution to a quadratic equation. There's a way to determine how many solutions it will have without necessarily determining what those solutions are. So that way to determine what number of solutions a quadratic equation has is by looking at the discriminant. The discriminant is b squared minus 4ac, or basically what is underneath the square root sign in the quadratic formula. So if the discriminant is positive, it means that there's two solutions. If the discriminant is negative, it means there is no solution. And if the discriminant is equal to 0, it means that there is one solution. So let's take a look at some. The graphs are already done so you can see how many solutions they have, but we'll prove it with using. So let's take a look at the discriminant to see if we can match it to the number of solutions that you already see on the graph. From the graph you can tell that there are two solutions, so let's prove that our discriminant is positive. Remember, the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. So b is negative 3, so I have negative 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 4. So negative 3 squared is 9, and then 4 times 1 is 4, times negative 4 is negative 16. When we subtract here, we have to use keep, change because we're subtracting with negatives. So I'd keep the 9, the subtraction would become addition, and the negative would become positive, and 9 plus 16 is 25. So since the discriminant is positive, that means then that there would be two solutions. And based on our graph, we have two solutions. Let's take a look at this one. From the graph, you can see that there should be one solution. So let's see what happens to our discriminant. Again, the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. So b squared is 2 squared minus 4 times negative 1 times negative 1. So 2 squared is 4, minus 4 times negative 1 is negative 4, times negative 1 is positive 4. So 4 minus 4 gives me 0. So our solution is 0, which means then that there is one solution. And that one solution is the vertex right there. This one, as you can tell, does not intersect the x-axis on the graph, so this one should have no solution. So let's see what happens to the discriminant, which is again b squared minus 4ac. So b squared is negative 2 squared minus 4 times 2 times 3. Negative 2 squared is 4, minus 4 times 2, which is 8. 8 times 3 is 24, so 8 times 24, which gives me negative 20 when I subtract, because 4 minus 24 is negative 20. So since our discriminant is negative, then that tells me that there are no solutions.